In Windchill, you can create a new WTPart or enterprise part. And typically you would do this when you want to make a placeholder for something that you're going to design in CAD later on, or maybe you have an object that you never are going to model in CAD, but you want to put into a product structure. Let's take a look at how to do that. Here I am in Windchill. I'm going to use the navigator to browse to a folder where I want to create it. Let's go into another folder, and then here I am going to click on the new part icon in the toolbar. If you don't have this icon, it's because you don't have the permissions to create a brand new part. I will click on it, and here we get the new part dialog box. Here I've got a type drop-down list. In my Windchill instance, I have a whole bunch of different subtypes of WT parts, but you might not have this drop-down list, or maybe you will only have a few different choices. I will choose part, which is the regular standard Windchill WT part. Now we have more choices in here. Up at the top, you can specify whether this is going to be a configurable module if you are supporting a configure to order manufacturing strategy. Here we can create it as an end item. No, this is not going to be an end item. Then let's enter in our name, and this is going to be a universal joint. Let me just use Control A and Control C to copy that and then paste that into the name field. Now, your numbers might be automatically generated, so you might not be able to enter in a number. And then there's an assembly mode. Is this separable, inseparable, or an individual component? Then for the source, you can specify whether this is going to be make, buy, or buy from a single source. Then for the view, this pertains to different bills of material. Is this going to be with a standard EBOM? Is it going to be the engineering view? Is it going to be with an MBOM, a manufacturing bill of materials, or an SBOM, a service bill of materials? Again, you might not have all these different choices. You might have more choices than these. Then we have our default trace code. Here it's untraced. Maybe these will be lot traced by default. And then for units, this will be each, but you can see that we have a number of other different units of measure to choose from. Is this going to be a gathering part? No, it's not going to be a gathering part. That's where all the objects in a subassembly would flow up to the next level in the structure. Here you can specify whether this is going to be a phantom manufacturing part, something that's actually not going to show up in the bill of materials. Then you have stop effectivity propagation if you're using effectivity in conjunction typically with change notices. And then we have our lifecycle template and team template, which are automatically generated. You can change the folder location. Then there are a couple of options pertaining to the service module if you have that. And then these are a couple of custom attributes that I created in my system in another video. Then down at the bottom, we can choose if we want to create the CAD document when we are creating the WT part. I'm not going to check that. And you can keep it checked out after you check in. In other words, you can sort of lock this from anyone else making modifications to it. But that's all that you have to do in order to create a new WT part. Essentially, just give it a number and a name. The rest of the stuff is selected by default. Now I will click the Finish button, and it is being created. And it was created. You can access it from the link in the toaster. I'm going to close the toaster pop-up, and I can filter down in the list in the table. There is my WT part. We can click on the information icon, or you can click on the hyperlink in the name, and that will take you to the object information page for the WT part that you just created. Now that you have a WT part, hey, you can put this in all sorts of other different product structures if you want to. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more information, please visit www.creowindchill.com. If you learned something from this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, please click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be informed when new videos are uploaded. Thank you very much.